Hello, gentlemen. Sol Invictus here. We're gonna have another two-battle replay, which is gonna be once again two great players facing one another, and we're kicking this off with a Greek showdown, so pretty interesting. We are seeing Aten fielded against Epirus. Epirus is gonna be the better faction, in my humble opinion, due to those Thessalian cav. Let us go over the Athenian build first. There's gonna be two Tarentan cav. We see pikemen, that's going to be three of them, as well as a militia aplite as a front line. To support those pikes, we're going to get a bunch of thorax swordsmen. A relatively good unit, especially in this batch. They will not fare well against Sam Knight whatsoever because of their lower charge, and probably the moral, or is the moral the same thing? Actually, same moral, so both of these units are very susceptible to rear charges. There's going to be some mercenary Rhodian slinger, one of it, and three slingers. Citizen cav, that's gonna be two of them, one EPS. That's three Tarentine total, so one of the Tarentine is gonna be kept in reserve for late game. This is most definitely an attempt to hurt the Thessalian from the opponent. On the Epirot side, we're gonna see three Tarentine cav. There's gonna be militia aplite, three of them. For the slingers, we got the regular Greek slinger, two of them, and one mercenary Rhodian. There's gonna be mercenary Samnite warrior. It seems like three of them, two Italian sword, and an Etruscan aplite, which is an interesting decision. As Epirus, you have access to the veteran aplite, which has a 30 weapon damage, but I assume he didn't do that so that he could afford more cavalry. There's going to be one Hellenic royal cav. There's going to be two Thessalian as well. So far so good. For Aten, they have the missile superiority, so they should be faring relatively well in the first stage of the battle. Epirus is probably going to have some pressure to get the fight started. Oh, Rome 2, gentlemen. It just doesn't get old. It doesn't get old, does it? So the EPS is going to be a better unit than the Thessalian, but considerably more expensive. So the problem is those fucking precursors with the EPS are just so unforgiving. If you get a volley to the face, it truly undermines the capability of that army, of that unit, forgive me. We are seeing Aten focus on the enemy slingers to some good avail. On this side, the Rhodian slinger is getting a fair amount of kill. I believe on other slingers, yes indeed. We're gonna see the pikes pushing through the line there. They will be met by the Italian sword. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Italian pulling back. Yes, he just went for the javelins against them. Good move. Those pikemen are dropping and they are being focused at by those Rhodian slingers. On this side, nothing happening, so let's focus here. We will see the mercenary Italian sword getting a charge from the citizen cav. They will not be enjoying that. It seems, yeah, the Tarentine got caught a little bit as well. The pikeman is getting absolutely shredded. Now the question is, will they get a charge against the thorax sword? No, they do not. Maybe we will see a jab volley from the thorax. No, we did not. Yeah, that's a tough one. The pikesmen are just not going to do well at all. Militia aplite against militia aplite violence. We will see the mercenary Italian cav pinning down the thorax swordsman. I might have called these as citizen earlier. And the Samnite reinforcing, although we will see that thorax colliding there and probably that one pulling back. This is looking good for Epirus, although we see the same thing happening to Epirus there. Good job here by the slingers firing at the Thessalian. This is absolutely clutch for the victory of Aten. They need the cavalry of the battlefield. One good thing is that the Epirus is still relatively healthy. Now, there is a Hellenic royal cav there, which is going to be absolutely deadly for late game. That Thessalian is going to charge into Rhodian slingers. Beautiful play by Epirus. And a minimal amount of damage that Thessalian. Although those pikemen might start to get some kills, we are starting to see the Epirus route, which will open the flank for that single thorax, which could be clutch if they start colliding in the back of the Samnite. The Samnite will not be faring too well against a stacked thorax aplite and thorax sword. We should see that thorax sword being redeployed somewhere. Nice shots into that Thessalian. That Thessalian ended up paying the price and dying. It did wreck Rodion Slingers, although there is 39 of that unit left, which can be clutch eventually. Tarantine Cav being caught by another Tarantine. This is going to be a close one, gentlemen. It's all going to be about how that Hellenic and that APS is being used. Oof. Speaking of which, the APS took an absolute beating for only 6 kills, so that right there could be decisive. We are seeing the Hellenic charging into the Pikemans. They are very depleted, mind you, but they did get 2 kills on them. And perhaps even a bit more. I don't know about you guys, but I do believe we're seeing kind of a good fight for Athens so far. Good job focusing on the Hellenic. These guys need to die. And we are seeing the remnant of a Citizen Cav colliding with the shitty Slingers. And with their low moral, this could potentially be clutch, but it's only 6 of them, yes, and they are routing, losing in melee to the to the Slingers. Combine the fort against a Thorax Sword. This is looking good for Aten, I think. He needs to be firing at that cavalry. These Slingers still have a lot of ammunition in them. Barely any kills, so you know for a fact they still have ammo. We should see some volleys being used against the Thessalian. It has to happen now. It has to happen now. What a shame for Aten. Yep, so that's very bad for Aten, and more Tarantine pouring in. Clutch play for Epirus. Clutch play for Epirus. If we see those Slingers routing, this is a GG for Aten. Those Rodian Slinger at 128 kill have been getting crucial shots into cavalry, as well as Pikemans, and I would assume a bit more as well. Already up to Chevron, so beautiful job by Epirus. Nice use of their Slingers. Thorax Sword winning against the Italian, but will be countercharged by a few Sam Knights. Only 28 men left. It seems like the Slingers are surviving. And they're gone. So Epirus is going to seize the day. Most likely. I might be wrong though, because there are a lot of units left for Aten. We see a militia. How is the Atrishkan? The Atrishkan is very healthy with 75 kill. Oh, we're gonna get we're gonna get the Thorax Sword against the Atrishkan potentially. Sam Knight still healthy. This is gonna be a close one, gentlemen. I don't think that Thorax update is going anywhere anytime soon. That Rodion must be out of ammunition. The last cavalry for Aten is going to be off the battlefield pretty soon, I think. They're getting charged on this side. Oh, let's see, rear charge. A rear charge could have been nice there, which they do. Or this should count as a rear charge at least. Yeah, Epirus is going to be able to win that one. Beautiful attempt by Aten. Aten is not a great faction in the current state of the game. I am kind of surprised we did not see any Thracian warriors. They are normally the killing force of Aten, so definitely an interesting build for the Athenian players, getting a fair amount of kill on his cav against the Slingers. Now, there's no way no how this guy still has ammunition. Also, this guy has his dagger out, and he is being chased by a Thorax Hoplite. So I'm kind of thinking that we will see a regroup from Aten. Is it gonna be enough though? Yeah, the Slingers routing. We're gonna fast forward the last minute of that battle so we can jump into game 2 ASAP. A little bit of shock gap left. even 34 Hellenic can be absolutely deadly on a rear charge against Thorax swords, which you have 73, 72 of. Yeah. We are seeing a chase, oof, for those Rhodian slingers, but they are out of ammunition. The one slinger that truly does matter is on the right side, so yeah, fair enough. So Mango versus Asarar, two great players. Asarar was the better man in that fight. A fair amount of kill on the Ostrishkin Aplite, very interesting. Some Knight, one of them doing well. I think Aten got a lot of value out of their Tarak swordsman, which is not an easy task. So good job to Mango. Tarentine's doing a fantastic job for Epirus. Fair amount of kill on that one as well. Tell you what was clutch was that initial charge against the Rhodian Slinger with, I would assume that Thessalian, the single one with the Chevron. That was absolutely clutch. Because as you see, that could have been an extra 100 kill or so. And that's all he needed, really. Okay, let's jump into game 2. Oh, Galatia Suebi, exciting! I have not seen those replays beforehand, so I am also surprised by the matchups. And because they are Russian players, we do not see their name properly, so it also leads us to guess which player is which. If I had to put money on it, I would assume Asarar is Galatia, simply by the way he deploys. We're gonna get a fast charge stack for Suebi with 2 Sword Master, 3 Bloodthorn. There's gonna be 2 Wooden Ass Spear, 1 Spear Wall, Spear Levy, that's going to be 4 of them, it seems like. The beautiful Germanic Slingers, that's going to be 3 of them. Although I must say, I mean, obviously, okay, so 1 Longbow and 2 Germanic Slingers. Although obviously the Germanic Slingers is one of the best unit in game, if you go for a fast charge build that is stacked like that, I think you better off with Kimbri. But then again, the Celtic Slingers are scary for the Kimbri, but the thing is that you end up with a standoffish unit, the Germanic Slinger, on a rush build, so it's kind of counterproductive in my humble opinion. If you go for a wide Suebi build, then your fast charge would be on 1 wing, then perhaps go for the extended skirmishing fight, try to win it, and then force a weird engagement on the flank for your opponent. For Galatia, we're going to see the Galatian Legionnaire. That's going to be 5 of them. There's going to be a single Galatian Nobleman, so very interesting pick. This unit does have the 30 weapon damage. It has the potential to kill a lot of units, especially against Suebi unless they get charged by a fast charge Bloodthorn. There's going to be Levy Freemen. These guys are going to be the bread and butter of that army, really, due to the single fact that they will be countering the fast charge and eating the charge. Galatian Spear, amazing unit. Great meat shield unit. I'll do Suebi kind of as a tool to neutralize that. There's going to be Cappadocian, 2 of them, 1 Noble Horse. The Galatian Raiders catching up with the Germanic Scout Rider on that flank. That's clutch. We're going to see a Noble Rider being redeployed a little bit too late. Oh, and we might see Galatia capitalizing on that and getting some jabs in there. Let's see. We are seeing a fast charge Suebi. The fast charge is in effect. Galatia. Oh. What a conundrum. Ugh. This sucks. This sucks so bad. Poor Cappadocian. Keep on pulling back Galatia. Okay, it needs to be plugging these units down now. As far as I'm concerned, sacrifice a Slinger as well. It doesn't matter. Get away from that fast charge. Beautiful job by Suebi. So that's one thing we're going to see Suebi excelling at. So whenever they use fast charge, and Suebi did great in this instance, is whenever you use fast charge, you can always use it in a manner that you don't get the kills from the actual fast charge, but you get the kills from the circumstances that arise through it. And as we've seen, a lot of cavalry kill for Suebi, a lot of cavalry kill from Suebi as a result of the fast charge. So yeah, even if it didn't connect, Suebi got the upper hand there big time. We're gonna see the Noble Horse getting absolutely shredded. This flank should go in the favor of Galatia. Yeah, this flank is going to go in the favor of Galatia. I am not quite sure what we're looking at just yet, gentlemen. A beautiful job by both player. Galatia countering the fast charge, but Suebi getting value out of its fast charge regardless by absolutely brutalizing the Galatian general. One of the Galatian raider, and I believe we are seeing 2 Cappadocian off the battlefield. Or 1 completely. No, okay, so only 1 Cappadocian out of the battlefield. Man, Galatia. Poor Galatia, it's such a tough faction to use as far as cavalry is concerned. Now they're gonna get sandwiched between Noble and Spear Walls, so yeah, this is going in the favor of Suebi big time. Longbow Hunters getting a lot of kills. I was talking shit about the Slingers, but they are doing, getting the job done. A fool's hope. The word of the day is precursors, gentlemen. Precursors. So we have 3 minutes left in this battle. Oh, we have actually a very healthy Cappadocian in the back. I thought this unit had died. This could be clutch if Galatia realizes it. Even though the Noble Rider got got charged without getting a charge of its own, the Spear Wall really turned that battle around. Might be a bit closer than we think, although we are seeing a Sword Master relatively healthy, Noble Rider. Okay, we need to see a charge there. Yeah, okay, so the Sword Master is getting a nice charge in. Okay, he needs to bring his Cappadocian back. Come on, you need it. The Noble Rider is actually taking a beating. Lost a lot of units. Yeah, if that Cappadocian was rear charging across the battlefield, that battle would be over already. Oh, I think Galatia's pulling this back. Maybe the Germanic Slingers are gonna be clutch after all. I was talk shitting about them, but maybe they're gonna be clutch. And we see the Cappadocian being activated. This is bad for Suebi. Now I wonder if we still have Pride on the Noble or Rider. I have not seen it being used, so... Ooh, those noblemen. Nice dodge. No, not really. That was not a dodge. A minute left. Yes, yes. Ah, more jav coming from the Sword Master. Fuck. Slinger fire against the Cappadocian. Sword Master's gonna die. Yeah, and a very healthy Galatian nobleman. So, yep, I think this is going in the favor of, well, it is definitely going in the favor of Galatia. Or is it? 15 seconds left, so we're gonna see a player concede now. I think we will see Suebi conceding. Oh, No, actually, Galatia conceded. So okay, interesting. I would assume he ran out of ammunition or something. GG to both players. It was a pleasure watching you two fight to death. Hopefully you guys enjoyed those two battles. Let's go over the kill real fast and we'll call it a day. Galatian Raiders, fantastic job. Capitosian, one of it doing well, the other one getting kind of slammed really. The Noble Lords got absolutely mauled early game as well. Galatian, there's no way no wow. Why would he concede? He still had a very healthy Galatian nobleman. I don't get it. Whatever. Nice job by the Legionnaires. Good job by the Swordmasters. The fast charge was neutralized. So yeah, good job to both players. Sol Invictus signing off.